Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right into the charts. As Bitcoin is right now holding this very important level right here, which is, as you can see, going to be that monthly pivot price did not drop below 68.8k, which is pretty nice to see. And right now what price action is doing, as you can see, is basically we are testing that value area high yet again for a second time, as you can see. Also testing those EMAs right here, which is going to be the most important resistance coming into the next week, since right now it is the weekend. Volume and liquidity are pretty low. And as you can see right here, this is acting as very tough resistance and we are basically still consolidating. The altcoins, for example, it right now is holding, as you can see, DMAs as support, while for Bitcoin, they are acting as resistance. The stock market had a pretty nasty close. As you can see, the S&P 500 came down just below support right here, but we did manage to close above this support level right here. And just after the futures closed, the US president, he did post something about the conflict in the Middle East, basically the Iran war that is going on right now, that the US is going to be withdrawing from the conflict, so to say. So this is potentially gonna be bullish for the markets coming on Monday. And if the traditional markets have bottomed out for right now, and they start to reverse until we potentially get another drop, then during this whole momentum up that we see right here, it is still possible that Bitcoin can still get that momentum up coming into the 80K region before we actually see the bigger rejection happening for Bitcoin. But as of right now, still looking very bullish. I do think that it is still possible for us to reach the range lows, but I do not think that if price starts dropping to the range lows, it's gonna potentially not hold this level and we might go even lower, because right now it is a very tricky situation. I don't believe this right here to be the high, like it was this high right here and now we start the big move towards the downside. I do believe that this high right here is looking more like this high, because you can see we have this high, then we have a momentum down. So basically it is looking quite a lot like this. We have high, down, we have another second high, then we go down, then we get that final high to the upside, and then we start going down, which is basically gonna be very nice to play out like this. Of course, if history repeats like it did in the previous range, so of course be on the watch out for that. Of course, this is not a financial advice, this is just my outlook for the markets right now. If we look at the open interest for Bitcoin, the CVD is still trying to go up, while as you can see open interest is coming down. Price is consolidating just around VWAP, not that much going on right now. We still have, as I said, very tricky situation, guys, since we do have liquidity, as you can see, on both sides. To the upside we have quite a lot, and to the downside we also have quite a lot of liquidity. Very tricky situation, as I said. Fear and greed index still stuck at around 32, basically in the fear zone. Nothing much is going on right now since we are still in this range. Spot ETFs, we had 3 days of bearish moves. Right here you can see we had 3 days of sell-offs from the bigger institutions, which of course did affect price. As you can see, we had 3 days sell-off and we had 3 bearish daily candles, which is pretty interesting how much the institutional inflows are affecting the price right now, since the liquidity and volume is so low. Long versus shorts ratio, basically you can see only 10 billion of volume, very low, but still we have more sellers in the market. The hyperliquid data is still not working here for a couple of days, so I do hope they fix that. But of course, for the next week we do have some news coming out on Tuesday. Some news on basically Tuesday and Friday are gonna be the most important days. Then again, into the week after that, you can see basically Tuesday, not the next Tuesday, but the week after the next Tuesday, we have the last day of March. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how the monthly candle closes. Of course, it's still early. We have around 10 days, as you can see, but it is very possible that we get at least like last time we got here 2 bullish monthly candles before more downside to happen. So I do think that it's very possible for this particular range to repeat like it did last time. And I do think that this will cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.